Hey everyone, today we're going to compare the Red Wing Beckman 9014 with what they've called, I guess, the Beckman Killer, the Williston, the 9436. Today I'm wearing the, what am I wearing? I'm wearing the 81, I don't even know what I'm wearing the 8119 Iron Rangers in Oxblood, Mesa Oxblood, trying to break those in. So yes, the Beckman 9014 versus the Williston 9436. So some folks have criticized the Red Wing Heritage boots being worn as a fashion boot, but if you can see where Red Wing is going, this is the Beckman, and this was their, I guess you could say, their fashionable boot, or their dress boot, I would say. They had the Iron Ranger, they had the round toe, they had the mock toes, and then they had the Beckman, and this was their dress boot, that you can say. And then they came out with the Sheldon, which was even dressier, and now the Williston, which is pretty much top-notch dress boot. So Red Wing is kind of leaning towards that fashion dress boot kind of look if you're going from this to this. So you can question whether or not Heritage are fashion boots, but it's obvious the direction Red Wing would like to go in. And if you're looking at this compared to this, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here we have a close-up comparison of the Williston and the Beckman 9014, and these are the Williston 9436, both made with the black Featherstone leather. So this is the exact same leather. Now it's a little unfair because these are brand new and these are like 7 or 8 years old. So it's a little unfair to compare a brand new pair of boots versus these. But if you get these boots and you wear them quite often and get a good wear out of them, the leather's gonna look like this. So it still looks good, just, you know, some wrinkles, and I do try and maintain these as much as possible and condition them. But yeah, we'll look like this. Here we go. This is the Grocord outsole, and this is the Rochia outsole on the Beckman, which I really enjoy this and find this to be quite comfortable. And I, again, have not fully had the proper introduction to a Grocord on a boot, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, looking at the boot, there's an obvious difference in the toe. This is a very nice and slim toe on this, and a lot of people dislike the Beckman because of this round toe that it has on it. This one can kind of turn some folks off, and I can understand that. And I've actually seen the 9016s worn with a suit, and I thought they looked really good. These with a suit, obviously, hands down, would look fine. There's no problem with that at all. This silhouette is absolutely perfect on this this boot. So if this Williston is replacing this Beckman, it's really different. I mean, like I can see that there could be room for both. You know, Red Wing, why get rid of this for this? Because they're way different, and there is definitely room for both. You know, you can wear this with jeans, you can wear this with trousers. This with jeans, yes, but it'd be like, hey, those are some really dressy shoes with your jeans. I think a Sheldon would be better with jeans than this. This is 100% a trouser boot. 100%. You know, the one thing about the Beckman is that I like is that you can work in these, dust these off, and go out to dinner easily. With this outsole, easily just take the brush to it, boom, boom, boom. Hey honey, let's go out to dinner. These working in, if you're actually gonna work, you know, do some kind of work and, you know, dirty, dusty place, not just the office. Obviously, this is an office boot. Obviously, you can't show up to a work site with these unless you're the meeting. You're the contractor on your first meeting, and this is what you're wearing to it. But if you're trying to work in these, I think you could probably get laughed at. But for a dinner, for an interview, for every day working in the office, perfect boot, 100%. So yeah, I honestly think there's room for both in the Red Wing lineup. So I think Red Wing, you guys should think about not getting rid of this one. Think about it. Yeah. So what else can I say about the comparison? I mean, these are totally different boots. I mean, look at that. Obviously, these are beat up, but I mean, you know, this is, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of lost for words on that. This boot is made on the 8 last. This one is made on the 220 last, which I am not too familiar with yet. Both have the triple stitch action going. Triple stitch! And Goodyear welt construction on both. Leather insole. And then this one has the beautiful leather. Here, let's look at the inside of these boots. So here is the inside of the boots. We have the leather insole. Now the Beckman is fully leather lined. Leather insole and fully leather lined boot. The Williston is fully leather lined, but it has a leather cushion on the heel, which I think is an absolutely beautiful touch. And I think every Red Wing boot should have that cushion because it will just help just that bit much more. So Red Wing, continue that in all your boots, not just the Williston, please. And one more comparison is the Williston has a fiberglass shank and the Beckman has a steel shank. Both beautiful boots. I think there's room for both in the collection. All right, let's do the on feet. Here we are with the Beckman and the Williston on feet, and I'm wearing selvage denim chinos with the boots. Just as a quick comparison, I only did one pair of pants, one look with these, just to show you the on feet and how drastic the two are. If the Williston is replacing the Beckman, there is a drastic difference between the two. My Beckman is a little unfair because the Beckman that I own has been worn a lot and these Willistons are brand spanking new. So the Williston does have a bit of an edge because it is brand new and the Beckmans are quite beat up. But you can see how that round toe versus that slick Williston, especially here, if you're wearing a slimmer dress pant and you have Beckmans that have haven't seen better days, then your Williston's gonna look much better. But at the same time, I find that the Beckman could be more versatile. So here we have the grow cord and the Rossier outsole on the boots. And I would, like I said before, like I don't know how many times I've said this, that I wish I had more experience with the grow cord just to tell you the comfort level. Once you break in your Beckman, it's really pretty comfortable. And since I've had the 9011s, I've kind of fallen back in love with the Beckman. I've been wearing the 9011s quite a lot. And I think I brought out these 9014s and wore them here and there before I was going to do this video and do this comparison, just to kind of refresh my memory of how much I really like the Beckman and how they fit and feel. I will say this though, the one thing, and I've said it in the past, I found that the Rossier outsole is very slick and slippery on wet surfaces. That's probably one negative. And even if it's a brand new boot or an older boot, the Rossier outsole to me seems slippery. Okay, so that is the comparison of the Red Wing 9014 Beckman versus the Williston 9436. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the comparison. And remember, be a boot. See you next time.